What's up, guys? So today's video, we're going to be comparing sthil handheld versus backpack leaf blowers. So this is the sthil bg86. It's a handheld gas one, shred and backer. That's what I like about this one. And this is the sthil br200 backpack leaf blower. This is about 5 years old, and this one is about 2 weeks old. So I just got this one new, but that one's 5 years old. I just got it 5 years ago for Christmas. So this one, they both have been warm up and ran. This one, something's wrong with the valves, I think, so it doesn't run as good. And the motor's kind of worn out and tires on it. So start off with this one. You push the purge wheel. The backpack doesn't really run that good because I said the engine's kind of worn out on it. So now we're gonna start with the new one. I already primed it and choked it. So this one runs a lot better, as you can see when it starts up. If you guys can hear how rough that thing sounds. Kill switches. I changed the ignition coil. I think this ignition coil is for this one, but I found it that it worked on this, so I replaced it before it wouldn't start. And to kill it, if you don't just tap it, you need to hold it down, because I'll show you what happens if you just tap it. If you just tap it, go this, it won't die, but if you hold it, it'll go. So it's a different type of style. I don't know why it does that, but I guess it works to kill it like that. So those are the two blowers. I'll go through some of the parts of them. I'm gonna put it up on my bench quick so I can show you guys a little bit better of them. Alright, I'm just gonna here's the backpack. It's kind of heavy. This one's not really heavy. It's a little bit heavier to hold. Not as much. This one gets heavy because it has a shred and pack. It's kind of similar to a Toro because they have that kind of shred and back. But yeah, so that's the two. I'll start off with the parts of the older one, the backpack. So gas tank is it's about, I would say, half a gallon maybe. I'm not really sure, but the gas tank is a decent size. Here's your choke. With this one, if you leave it on choke to warm up for a few seconds, it starts shooting blue smoke for some reason. I think it might be sometimes when the valves are loose or the engine's kind of worn, it'll kind of smoke a little, but they both have the same features of hitting the gas, the choke goes back. They both have the hat choke. It's the same kind of design. And then this is the recoil. They both got like the same This one's got a little bit of a heavier compression because it's older. But, this one, I'll show you when I get to this one. It's really light to pull. It's just it's really easy to pull. It's way lighter than this one for some reason. As you can see, this is the air filter. You turn this nozzle, pull this off. This is like the box for the air filter. Oh, here. All you do to re-put everything is just line that up, stick that in, and turn this, and it locks. This is your primer bulb. It's getting kind of old. You can't see it, but it's right here. Your primer. You push it 6 to 8 times, usually on a cold start or on a warm start. I usually do 6 times, maybe. On a warm start, do 6 times. Then on a cold start, usually like 8 or 6 to 8 times. Usually push it. As you can see, this is like the little cap for the gas tank on it. Now, compared with these both, if you're someone who doesn't let that your arm hurts you, or you don't like holding things for leaf blowing in a long time, but you just the backpacks are a little too heavy, and you like backpacks, I would go with this one. It weighs the same as the bg86, but the only difference is that it's on your back and it feels lighter compared to the handheld. But super easy machine. You just adjust these straps, put it on your back, hit the gas, and you're going. It's really easy, but so is the other one. It's just hard. It kind of depends if you like to use your hand or your back more for things. This one, you still have to use your hand a little bit to turn the nozzle and stuff, but it's very light, and the nozzle weighs nothing, so it's very easy. The only feature I like about the only thing that the bg86 handheld has that the br200 backpack doesn't is the shred and vac option, and the different. I think this one came with a slanted tube, but I'm not really sure. But that one came with it, so this one has a little bit. The handheld has a little bit more features on it. Like I said, this is 5 years old. It's a really old, worn out one, but still the run's decent. It'll start, but it just doesn't run as good as a new one would. These are your fuel adjustment screws. The L screws for low engine speed fuel adjustment, and the H screws for high engine speed fuel adjustment. And here is your idle adjustment screw. Here's full choke, half choke, and off choke. These 3 bolts hold on this cover. And the only thing that I really had to do to this is replace the ignition coil, the new one, and replace the gas tank. I think that's the only real maintenance, and fill up the fuel tank. That's the only real maintenance this thing needs. Because these are 2-strokes, so they both have gas and oil mix with them, so it's kind of easier. But it's not really easier. It's just you don't have to constantly check oil and buy more oil. For this, you just do, but it's just you don't have to constantly check a dipstick or something. It's easy. So I like that. I give her a quick fire, and then I'll move on to the next one again. See, it kind of bogs down. Once it warms up, it will run a little bit better, but still, it doesn't run really good. They both kind of sound the same. The bg86 is newer, so it runs a little bit nicer. This one's running a little rough, but it's not really warmed up that well. As you can see, it doesn't run as well, but once it warms up a little bit, I think it'll run a little better. But we're gonna move on to the handheld. I'm just gonna swap these. So put this out of the way. Here's the bg86 handheld. So this has a lighter compression. It seems like the other one is just, if you pull like this, it already has a compression. It feels hard. This one just feels light. I could just, like that. It seems kind of a little bit lighter, but there's that. This has the same choke system, so if it's like that and you hit the gas, it goes back. This is the same off choke, half choke, and full choke. These are the same low engine speed fuel adjustment, high engine speed fuel adjustment, and the idle adjustment screw. This is the gas tank. It's smaller than that one, I think, a little bit. It burns fuel a little bit quicker, but Yeah, that's that. This is the air filter. I'll show you different. It's like a lawnmower air filter. Different style. So I'm gonna pull this cover off quick. So this is the filter on it. You guys can see that. So it's different than the other one. The other one's just like a flat one. This is like a different type, but I'm just gonna try to reinstall that. Oh, I put this on wrong. That. Realign this back. You gotta turn the screw. I just gotta tighten the screw back up on it. So these are both real great machines. I like the steel equipment. The bg86, I like the way that this thing is designed. The pulser here and the shredding back, the fan there. Because if you're going like that, the thing will be sucking against your pants and stuff, and it gets annoying. So this is the stop switch here. What I like about this that the bg56 and bg55 and those models don't have is I like this, the cruise control that it has. That's a nice feature. This has better. It has shredding back, cruise control. It has more features than the older models, but there's that. This fuel tank is a little less than half a gallon, I think. It's kind of small, but you can still do a lot of work without running out. So the gas throttle lever. These tubes are really easy to get on, but they're just hard to get off if you wanted to switch it to a different end or something. So be ready to have some like vice grip or pliers to help you get it off. Unless you're like stronger and you can just like twist it easy, but it gets kind of heavy. It's kind of hard to like turn. So this is the same ignition coil, I believe, as the br200. I think this one just fits better. That one, it's kind of up, so when you're blowing snow, it kind of hits the spark plug in the top a little bit. But this one is all tucked away nice. I'm not sure if that one might need a little bit of a carburetor cleaner because it doesn't run as good as you just saw, or the valves aren't good, like that commenter suggested. But I think it might be the valves then. I never thought to check that in 5 years, so they're probably not good anymore. But yeah, that's both of them. This one is it's a lighter machine. It's kind of heavy. I believe it weighs 14 pounds, like the other one, because it's shredded back, I think. But yeah, it's a light compression. So I'll give this one a fire quick. And one thing to note too is that when the kill switch goes down, sometimes it doesn't pop all the way up and it won't start. Sometimes you need to go a little bit more to pop it up. And we're gonna give this one a fire. I already primed it and choked it and warmed it up before, so we'll push it up.